back here at EVO 2024, and I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend himself.
Hey. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today, actually?
We are having a blast over here, enjoying the atmosphere of the hot-ass Vegas weather and the cool breeze of inside of the EVO tournament area. So we're loving the convention center. This is feeling good. I'm feeling great.
So what are you looking forward to the most here?
I want to see what's in store for the trailers, the reveals, and the commentary that they got going on. I want to see what they have in store for us for all the new seasons and all new characters, and definitely the matches. Like the matches are going to be insane, and we've already saw some of the hot matches that were going on in yesterday's complete tournament. So finals is going to be Sunday, and tomorrow's finals is going to be nuts. So I can't wait to see what they got in store for us.
Like, it sticks on you pretty quickly. So is there anything like specific, like for a specific game, it's like Mark of the Wolves? Maybe Street Fighter 6 related?
They just introduced a new character in 2XKO. We're still iffy on the name, but we do like some of the combos that are going on. I can't wait to play 2v2 with my chat against randoms online, and seeing how well it works if you're playing 1v1 or you get to play 2v2, but you control the other character as well. Just testing out to see how well that game actually has functioned since the last time we actually played it. So that one is a kind of a big one for me. Also, you gotta obviously City of the Wolves is looking insane. They have the mechanics are intimidating. I'll say that.
Okay.
The mechanics are intimidating, and I'm not sure how well I'll be able to adjust to it over the long run. But I am kind of excited to see where I can go and take that game. Rodriguez looks absolutely nuts. I just saw a guy do like a 60% combo off of like a 2-hit starter.
That's
and
crazy.
I'm like, what is happening right now? So the characters are going to be going nuts, and I'm all for it. I want to see what they can bring to the table. But we're all here for Street Fighter. We're all here for Tekken. We're all here for the Guilty Gear and the Mortal Kombats and everything under the sun. MVC 2 was the big shocker. We're allowed to play it for a little bit, and we played it yesterday with Max and Justin Wong, and we had a blast. Everything feels great. It feels the same, and the fact that I'm able to customize my my button layout.
Really?
So there's going to be one button supers. They're allowing you to do like crazy one button supers and stuff like that. So it's going to be like when the game comes out. No, it's going to be fantastic. So as of right now. Those are the ones that we're really focused on, and I just want to play the games. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I want to play the games and really get a feel of if I actually enjoy it or not. Because there are those games that the trailer comes out, the hype is there, you play it, and it's not really like something that you like. You have to get hands on. You got to have hands on. You got to try it out, and that's what I'm here for. My next shop is probably going to be Takeda. I want to see how well he plays. I want to try him out. Yeah. So. There's a lot to cover.
That's what's up. I'm super excited to see too. I'm hoping personally myself a shadow drop.
Yeah,
I think that's what everyone kind of wants here.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ask if you know or not because I'm not.
We don't know any spoilers. We don't know any rumors. No spoilers. No rumors. We just know what they're gonna what they might or may not showcase. I like to be excited. I like to be excited. I like to be surprised. So when they decide to show it off, I'm all for it. Let's see what they got in store for us. So that's what I'm about.
As far as EVO goes, how many EVOs you been to so far at this point?
Probably 7 or 8, I believe. Maybe a little less. Maybe 6, maybe 7. Yeah.
So of all those EVOs, there has to be like one moment that you remember that kind of stands out for you specifically.
It was definitely the one where we had. We did it twice, but it was definitely the ones where we had our convention. And we were able to do like the big meet and greets. We had all the fans come through and have us do a panel. We were able to show off all the stuff that we did that current year and what was in store for the next year. Those are like the greatest moments for me personally, only because I get to actually see all of the fans of the show and of the channels and everything like that. And we can just chop it up and have a good time together with all the crew and stuff like that. It feels like home, like when we get to like just get together and chill out with all the guys. So it's fun. It's so much fun. And as far as the tournament is concerned, Yeah, no, God, the greatest moments. Oh my God, there's a lot. But I think the Mena RD and Taquito stare down.
Ooh.
That was pretty. Like you could feel.
I felt that through the stream.
Like it felt like it was rumbling. Like because when you're in the theater and you see the crowd start like getting that energy, it's nothing like you've ever felt before. It's nothing like you've ever felt before. And what's even more surprising is the energy that you get in the theater from all of the people. When they have certain moments, like the Chipotle moment, everybody starts losing their mind when Chipotle happens. It's a vibe. It's a vibe, and it's something that, like Justin Wong and Daigo moment.
Yeah.
At the end of it, it says you had to have been there. It's literally that. Every single time you're at these events and you're at these situations, it comes down to you have to have been there. Like that's how it always comes down to. So that's something that you can't explain. It is a moment that you feel. So yeah.
I will definitely say, me personally, the one Evo I went to, that was, and of course it was nowhere near the way it is now.
Yeah, no, it's evolved, right? It is evolved.
Last year hearing it was the biggest one of all time, and now this
is
one
one of the biggest one of all time. They got they got the key to the city. The mayor of the mayor came out, congratulating him for having like the biggest event of esports that filled up that stadium at the time. Crazy stuff. Like it was magical. It was a Disney moment.
Right.
It was a Disney moment. It was absolutely incredible, and they're doing it a lot bigger now. I will say personally, I prefer the Mandalay Bay area and stuff like that, only because my hotel's right there. I can go, my hotel, knock out really quick, go right back down there, have some fun in the games and stuff like that. But and the casino is right there too, so I just go right down there, have some fun. But the convention center is just a testament to how big it's getting. They've covered everything, and there's so much space to cover. I don't think that the venue that they had before would have been able to handle this. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger every year. And it's a trip because when you come from the era where this started off as like a UCLA kind of small event, and the niche amount of people came through and started to really see that was going to be it. That was just Evo, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that was just going to be the limit of what fighting game community was going to be. And then it turns into this, and you're like, what just happened? But then you realize this was in a span of over like 2 decades.
Right.
So it's just an example of how much word of mouth and the love of the community and the love of fighting games and how much this is growing over the time of how much it can actually affect so many people's lives. Because I hear stories all the time of how this actually changed their lives, and it always gets me every time. So it's something that I look forward to all the time.
That's all. One more question. I know you still got things you got.
Oh yeah, no worries, man.
I would love to talk to you all day.
Yeah, no.
I know at the end of the day you got stuff you need to do.
Yeah.
And everything of that too. So as far as fighting games, it's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, okay.
It could be either the game or series. What is your favorite specifically? Is there like a favorite?
Yeah.
Out of all the other ones, what is
out
it?
of all of them, I've always been a Street Fighter guy.
Okay.
Street Fighter is definitely my favorite out of all of them. Only because, obviously because he was the one that pioneered everything.
Right.
But I think that the system mechanics in the game has always topped all of the other fighting games because it to me, and this again is a personal opinion, I feel like everybody follows in the footsteps of Street Fighter in almost every iteration. Street Fighter 2 was the one that set that set the course for all other fighting games.
Right.
And even though you have stuff like Tekken and you got stuff like Mortal Kombat that have found their own niche way to create their own type of styles,
Right.
their influence has always been Street Fighter, always. And even the devs will tell you that. Yeah, our influence has been Street Fighter. And when it comes to setting the bar, Street Fighter's always done it. Street Fighter Third Strike, Street Fighter 4, and Street Fighter 6. Now, they got mixed feelings about Street Fighter 5 and the others in between, but at the end of the day, those are the ones that have set the bar and set the stage for all the other ones. Hey, buddy, that set the bar and set the stage for almost everything else that's out there. So I gotta go with Street Fighter. It's mandatory. And of course, the movies, the characters, the gameplay, the animation. Come on.
There's a lot of love.
Come on. Bison
on a horse, like
come on. Come on. Like they have they just been knocking it out of the park, and I'm glad that everybody has their low moments, but I'm glad they finally, you know, started to really step it up and make something that is memorable. And Street Fighter 6 is arguably one of the best out of the series. I can't say it is the best out of the series, but at the same time, I feel like when it finally reaches, you know, Ultra Super Street Fighter 4 Championship Edition Ultra Finisher Final, when it finishes off what it does, I think it might actually come off as the greatest Street Fighter of all time.
I agree too.
Yeah. So we gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see how it evolves, how it flourishes, and then at the end of the day, we'll see how well it actually turns out. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Indeed.
Now, before we go, you want to do any shout out Instagram?
You got my Twitch, you got my Twitter. All of them is infinite_SGE. Go on there, have fun. You got my YouTube, infinite_SGE. All that stuff. I got a lot of stuff coming out. A lot of new content coming out. A lot of streaming coming out, and maybe some content outside of video game. Who knows? We'll have some fun. We'll see what happens. So.
Well, it's been a pleasure, man.
Indeed, my man.
You have a good one.
Indeed, you too, man.